Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. And today we are on episode 26. So, our topic for today is a new immigrant's bold leap into digital entrepreneurship. And our guest today is Ayesha Arrashid. So, she will be joining us in a few minutes. So, let me first introduce myself. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but according to reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. I also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register in the website that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and I'll send you that information to watch the webinar. When you register into my website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. That link will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesdays and one for Thursdays. Since our webinar is every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link that you get there is the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch up the replay of the live webinar and watch it at the convenience of your own comfort of your own home. Now, I also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, okay, so I go and register onto the website with my name and email address, and I register for the live webinar. So what am I going to see on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the chance to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from this past Thursday's live webinar. So our host for this past Thursdays was Elena, and she's actually a job quitter. So she was able to quit her job through this online business, and now she's a full-time mom, so fully present for her kids. Our first panelist is Remedios. She's a full-time care manager. We also have Lori, a digital business owner. We have Meg, a contractor. We have Maria, an office manager and realtor. We have Serene, hospitality professional, and Prativa, a nurse educator. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but they all have something in common, and that is that they decided to take that leap of faith to change their lives and their families' lives. So if you want to catch this replay before tomorrow's live webinar, all you have to do is register in my website that will appear in a few moments, and then you can catch the replay of this one. So for the replay, we have subtitles in several languages, and for our live webinars, we have subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today. So like we mentioned, today we are on episode 26, and the topic is a new immigrant's bold leap into digital entrepreneurship. And our guest today is Ayesha Arrashid, and she will be joining us in a few minutes. But before I bring in her in, let me introduce herself. So I'm so excited to welcome today's guest, Ayesha Arrashid, originally from Bangladesh but raised in Saudi Arabia and now living in Canada with her husband and 3 teens. Ayesha is a stay at home mom who bravely started her first digital business as a new immigrant. She began this journey feeling confused, fearful, and skeptical, but deep down she knew that without a change, nothing would change. So she took a leap of faith, driven by a desire to create freedom and make her family proud. So today she's building a life of purpose and possibility, a true story of faith over fear and clarity over confusion. So get ready to be inspired by hearing and meeting Ayesha. So, hi, Ayesha. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. It's a wonderful day here in Quebec City. It's raining. I love rain, and I'm having an interview, so it's a beautiful day today. Thank you,
Yes, and
Sandy,
happy
for the
Victoria's Day.
yeah. Happy Victoria's Day to you too. Sandy, thank you very much for the wonderful introduction.
Thank you. So I know I did a little bit of introduction, but do you wanna just introduce a little bit about yourself so they can get to know you a little bit?
Yeah, okay. So, as Sandy has mentioned, I'm Ayesha Rashid. I'm from Montreal, but right now I'm in Quebec City since it was, the long weekend. So, we came to Quebec City for a family trip. Recently, my son has came home from Edmonton. He has finished his graduation from University of Alberta. So, it's
Mhm.
like our family trip now here in Quebec City. So, as Sandy mentioned, I started this business right after I came to Canada, 6 months after I came to Canada as a new immigrant. I was confused, I was skeptical. Today, I'll talk about the whole journey. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's dive into the questions. All right. So the first question is, well, we mentioned that you at the beginning, you were feeling a little bit confused, skeptical, and even fearful when you first came across this business. So what was the turning point that made you shift from hesitation to saying yes?
That's a powerful question, actually. So when I came to Canada, that was in mid of 2022. So I came to Canada for my kids' education, basically. So by the end of 2022, at the beginning, it was like, fun, just going everywhere. My son was at the university in Edmonton, so we were just going and coming back and forth from Edmonton to Montreal and trying to see where we will finally stay and all that. But by the end of 2022, I was like thinking, actually I was thinking, what to do next, what could be my next step. I was raised and born in Saudi Arabia. I had my bachelor's in English literature from Saudi Arabia, and then I got married and came to Bangladesh. But I never had a job. I didn't have to do that job as most of the Asian women. They, in Bangladesh, the culture is like that. Or maybe I did not had the need to do that job, so I did not have any job experience before. So when I came to Canada, actually, I was thinking, what to do next. I cannot just stay at home and do nothing. So I was searching for a job and I was looking for something to do from home, actually. So as I brought my kids, they were in high school. They were like 15 and 13 and 15. So my primary concern was them, to guide them, to be there for them. As you know, as teenager, the kids, that's a most crucial time
Yeah.
of their age, right?
Mhm.
So my main focus was them. It was not my focus to get me a good job or something for me or good education here. My main focus was them. I was thinking that if I get a job, if I get, let's say, I got my dream job, but then what? I have to go to the job. It's like 9 to 5 or almost 12 hours from the time you start and from the time you come home. So if I leave them like that, if my leave my kids on their own, they are in their 13 and 15, and I brought them to a new country, new culture. And most of you know that Montreal is French oriented, so they are introducing themselves to a new language as well. So I was thinking that if I leave them like that, my main purpose that I came to Canada, that will be like shattered, because I will not be there for them. I will not be there to guide them. It's a whole new country, a whole new culture. It's not that we came here Canada for the first time. We came here before for as a visitor, but now when we came here as an immigrant, it's a different story, right? So I wanted to do something from home. Then I decided that I will look something from home. And when I saw this advertisement on social media one day, and she was saying that she was wearing a hijab like me, and she was saying that you can earn from home when you can be at the kids life. So that time I decided that no matter what, I was skeptical. It was difficult for me to trust something online at the beginning, but then I said that you know what, I must give it a try. If I fail, then at least I can say that I have tried. But if
Mhm.
I did not even start to try, then how can I say that I have tried this but I could not make it up? So that was the turning point of me, that yes, I want to give it a try at least.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, that's very inspiring. And like you mentioned, you that's the age of your kids is a very crucial age that you have to be fully present. Yeah, especially coming as a new immigrant into a new country,
Right.
new culture.
Hmm.
Yeah, it sorry.
I,
I was moving my mouse button, and then I
uh,
disconnected. So apologies for that. Um, so yeah, it's very important to be in the kids' life, and like guide them, like you mentioned, especially being in a new country. It's not easy. I've been there. I also came in my early teens to Montreal. Actually, I used to live in Montreal before.
that's
So a new culture. I didn't speak the language, so I cannot relate to your story. Um, and it's very good, like like you mentioned, you were skeptical, you have fear because like doing things online, it's kind of scary. But at the same time, like you mentioned, if you didn't try it, you wouldn't know if it will work or not, so you
right.
have to give it a try. So you had the right mindset to get out of your comfort zone and
Hmm.
trying something new. So and I know that you're doing very good. So that's good. I'm happy for you that like you took that leap of faith, and now you're seeing uh the fruits of your hard work, like and from that leap of faith that you took. So congratulations to you.
That's right.
Okay, so second question for you. Starting a business for the first time as a stay-at-home mom and new immigrant is a big leap. So,
Mhm.
what were some of the challenges you faced early on, and how do you find the strength to push through?
Okay, that's a nice question actually. So the challenges at the beginning I have faced, that was obviously from home. That is it trustworthy? Can you trust it? Are you sure that you want to go for the sign up money and all that? And actually, the first challenges was me myself. Actually, I was really thinking that should I proceed or no? Should I proceed or no? But then the thing, as I said, that I wanted to give it a try actually,
Mhm.
because I wanted to do something from my home. My intention was clear, that if I even do any work or any business or whatever, I'll start it from home, so that I can be present in my kids life. So since my why was clear, then I thought it, okay, why not give it a try? So I did face a lot of challenges. At the beginning it was from home, but from outside it was a lot more, because the people I knew, the community I was in, every single of them, they have discouraged me. They have said that, I've been living in Canada for 15 years, I've been living in Canada for 20 years, I never heard of such a business, and you just came here for 5 months or 6 months, how come you trust this business and all that? But then, I thought to myself, those people who are telling me don't do this, it will be a scam, or you will lose your money and you will not be succeed, and everything negative they are saying. But I was thinking to myself, what if they are wrong?
Mhm.
Right. They are telling me, no, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, don't do this. It will happen this, what if that. But I was thinking to myself, what if I succeed? Because when I saw the community, that time it was like less than 200,000 people, but now it's more than 250K
Mhm.
people. So I believed in the community, I believed in the people that were sharing their stories. I saw people started this business from zero knowledge, from zero background, from a very less financial state. They have started the business. So I thought that uh, I'm not bragging, but that was not my situation. I was much more in a better situation from that situation. So why not give it a try? And then I was praying to God that God give me something that I can do from my home, I can earn, and then I can be present in my kids life. Since I was a kind of mom that I want to know what they are, what they are eating, who they are making friends with, where they are going to hang out, I just want to know everything. So I love to be friend with my kids, actually, no matter how big they are. So I like to hang out with them every time. So I wanted to be present in their every milestone. And it was difficult for them as well to settle in a new country, right? It's not only struggle within me, it was struggle within themselves too. So I want to feel that struggle. I want to find that thing. So when I found this business, it was challenging at the beginning, but then the same thing came to my mind that if I don't even give it a try, then how I will find out that what's on the other side. It if I do as the people were telling me that do this job, do that job. A lot of people here, when they come as a new immigrant, they go for survival job, but I was refused to go for that thing because I personally are very high ambitious women, and I don't want to go for something okay life. I love to struggle for that. I want to see, I want to give it a thousand time try before I will say something to okay thing. So that the desire was inside me, that that was my real inner strength, actually, to, I would say, to unleash my inner power. Now as I'm really progressing well, I can see my growth, I can see my personal development, and I'm really proud of myself that I took that leap even there was a lot of negativity around me.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. And you mentioned something there very important. You had a clear why of why you were
Mhm.
doing this. And that's what it helped you, to focus, even though you had those negative, comments, that were surrounding you. You always remember your why. You always had a, I would say you have an entrepreneurial mindset, and that really helps. Like you mentioned, you're very ambitious, so that really helps you to have the right mindset for this business. And even though people were making comments, you block those comments and you try for yourself. And then if it didn't work, then you will find out. But if it worked, why not? Why not try to see, find out? So and actually you're doing, like I say, I checked your business page, so I see that you're doing good. So that's good. Congratulations for taking that leap. And yeah, that's the other thing, like, a lot of times, when we go into this business, we think that the only part that we get from this business is the financial part, but that's not it. You
Right.
also get, like you mentioned, the growth, the knowledge, new skills that we actually acquire too, and working on that mindset, because this journey is ups and downs. So you really really have to have the right mindset for this business. But we do have training, we do have workshop masterminds where we work our mindset. But it's good that you have the right mindset, so I love your mindset.
Thank you.
Okay, so third question for you. So you mentioned having a burning desire to build something of your own.
Mhm.
How has taking this leap into digital entrepreneurship changed how you see yourself and your future?
Oh, I love this question, actually. When I started this business, actually, as I was skeptical, I was confused, I was fearful, but then I shut down all those whys of those negative people. And then, I do believe in God. I do believe when you have this, a clear vision of your aim, God is there to help you. You just seek that help from the God. I strongly believe that. And I also believe that God has said that when you have a clear vision, you cannot just sit and pray. You have to try for it, right? You
Mhm.
cannot just sit in a mansion and say that God send me this blessing and send me that blessing. You have to work for it. And I did work for this business. So when I started the business, everything was new, very much new for me, because I never had an online business before. I never studied in marketing or online digital space. I never had any knowledge of that. So when I started the business and I saw the trending site, it was like doing a PhD. That's what my husband tells me. You are doing PhD in Facebook.
Yeah.
So I actually had this mm, burning desire to learn. I have to learn and I have to make this work out, because in my culture, a lot of stay at home mom, like, what do? They just, apart from giving time to their family and cooking and then watching TV or gossiping hours and hours, I was totally different from that thing. Those were not my thing. So when I saw this training site, and it's giving me a lot to learn, a lot to, even develop myself, my skill, my experience, I said, why not? Every day I just sat in the computer, and with this training site, I spent more than 2, 3 hours, even though 2, 3 hours is enough for setting up a business. But I spent more than 2, 3 hours because I was so much curious. I was so much curious that I told myself that I have to set up my business in just 2 weeks. And I did it. So it just took me
Nice.
2 weeks to set up the business, to set up the website, to set up the sales funnel, the business page, and everything. And before, I was very naive in Facebook. I did not even, I don't remember even posting anything. I was in Facebook just because it was and trend to have a Facebook page, and then watch other people's pictures and all that, and just little bit one and two comment there. That was all my Facebook thing. But now when I learned that the time you scroll in the Facebook, actually you can earn money from that. You can actually spend that time for your leveraging your own business. I was so much curious to do that. So and now when I see my personal growth, I see my development in the business, I'm very proud of myself. And I tell my kids that even my son, who just graduated from the university, he did his computer science, and now he tells me that, mom, I want to be an entrepreneur like you, I don't want to go for a job. So that's the thing, I really want that from my kids, to tell me that I want to go for a job. I never had a job. At some point of time of my life, I was thinking that I don't do a job, that means that I don't have that value in the status in the society. But now I feel proud that I never went for a job search, job hunt. And I was the kind of person that always free, never have a boss, and do whatever I want to do. So God has given me this kind of opportunity that I always have been loved. So I will say that my future in this business is very much bright. As I said, that I share with my kids. They also love to be entrepreneur, want to do this kind of business. So the people who are still thinking, and the people who were those negative people, actually, they now come and tell me that, how come you become so successful in just 2 years? I then tell them, this is the power of the business. This is not only about money. This is not only about making money. It is changing me from inside out. So I will say, this is the best thing. Those who are confused, those who are confused about the English language proficiency, those who are confused about the online space, I would tell them, this is the best thing you will find ever, because this is not only about money making. This is your real, finding your real identity. I
Yes.
had my identity like I'm someone's daughter, I'm someone's wife, I'm someone's mother, but now I have my real own identity as an entrepreneur, and I'm so proud of that.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, very very inspiring words. Yeah, I love the way I say you found yourself, and it's true. I do agree with you that this journey, if you really you find yourself, you find things that you didn't think that you will love, and that you find a passion on something. Um, and like the growth, the development. And you mentioned another thing that I really like, your kids
Mhm.
been watching you, and now they feel inspired by you, being an entrepreneur. And that's the legacy that you can also leave, because in this online business we have the legacy, the financial plan, where you can pass your business to your family. um, but the other legacy that we have is that, like you mentioned, your kids are watching you.
Right.
Okay, so they feel inspired by you. So they say, like, if my mom is able to do that, so can I. So you are an inspiration, and that's a legacy that you're leaving to your kids, showing by example. So that's really very inspiring, that you share with us today. I know this question was not in plan, but since you're an inspiration and I love your story, and I think you can inspire a lot of women out there, what would you say to the women that they think that they cannot do this, or that they don't have the skills or the knowledge, or that they might be skeptical? What would you say to them?
I love this question. This is very profound, actually. It's my favorite question. Thank you for asking that. So, the people, the women, the man, women who, you know, don't value themselves, like, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not beautiful enough, do not do that. This is like sabotaging yourself, because when you say to yourself, or when you say to others that I'm not strong enough like her, or I'm not smart enough like her, it means that you are acknowledging you are weak. So do not do that. As a human being, God has created us as a human being, and we are the best human creature in the whole entire universe. So you have to use that, and you have to be grateful no matter how God have created you, first of all. And then you don't have to be smart enough like her. You don't have to be strong enough like him. You are strong on your own. God has given you that ability. You just find your passion, just believe in yourself, just learn to make yourself worthy of something. Do not tell anyone, not even your kids. In my culture, moms usually tell other moms that I'm not smart enough like her. That's why I cannot work in the laptop or do the online thing. This is something you are acknowledging that you are weak. Don't do that, because no matter, regardless of your age, regardless of your ethnicity, nationality, faith, belief, whatever you say, there is always a better tomorrow. You can just start. Whatever you need, you just start from today, from right now. So that will give you the strength. So the women who are are feeling left behind, or think that this is not my thing. If you want a true identity, if you have this burning desire like I had, like Sandy and a lot of people we have here, if you have this true desire to change the situation around you, to plan whenever, wherever you want to be with your kids, like today it was not my plan to do the live from car, but all of a sudden yesterday we had a plan and we just came out of a trip. So we don't have to think that I have a job, or I have to take something, a permission from the boss, or do something. No, we just yesterday we planned and we are on the car today. So if you have this burning desire to change yourself, then just do it. Just go ahead. There is nothing to lose. The system that we have, the proven system that we provide here, it's very clear, 100% authentic, with 100% transparency. Otherwise, I couldn't have started in just 6 months coming to Canada, right? So 100% authentic, legal. It's legal in more over 26 countries worldwide now. So if you want to change, if you want to be an entrepreneur regardless of your job you are in, if you want to have this freedom, the you love, the family time that you want to be with your kids, doesn't matter your kids are 30 or 34 or 2 or 3, doesn't matter, you just want to be with them. Life is very short, and we as a mom, we always, our kids are always smaller to us, right? They are always kids to
Yes.
us, doesn't matter how old are they. So if you want to, if you relate to my story in any kind, and if you think that it was valuable for you, just give it a try. Go take the leap of faith, go for the registration, sign up, the sign up money is 100% refundable, so you are losing nothing. You basically will gain the knowledge and everything about the business, and then you have 30 days to decide. So 30 days is a long time actually to decide whether you want to go ahead or not. So just take the leap of faith and see what magic it can do in your life.
Thank you so much for those inspirational words. Thank you for sharing that. So we have arrived to the end. I know you're traveling, and this is another beauty of this business, the
Right.
portability of the business, that you can do it from anywhere. You only need the internet connection and a laptop or cell phone. So thank you for being here for the live. I know you're enjoying today's. We're celebrating the Victoria's Day here in Canada. So
Mm-hmm.
normal, a lot of people going for the long weekend and camping or that kind of stuff. Those are the events in Canada. So
Yes.
thank you so much. We hope so that you get inspired with Ayesha's story. Her journey, her experience, her way of thinking. Because that's something that I really love about your mentality. Um, we have a comment here from Ahasi Mankuvi. So he says, San Colero, hello. Thank you for your comment and thank you for saying hi. Um, so yeah, so I really appreciate and I hope so that people get inspired with your story and your journey because it's really inspirational. You took a leap of faith. You had fears. You were not uncertain about the online, but you had a strong why, and that was your family. And also you say to yourself, like, if I don't try, then how am I gonna know if it's gonna work or not? So let's give it a try. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
We
Thank
want to so we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. Now, if you guys want to learn how you can start your online business, you can either send us a message, put in the comment, or send us a private message, or you can register in any of the websites. So where they can register into your website, Ayesha?
It's www.aisharashid.com.
Oh, there you go. So it's like her first name
Yeah,
and last
exact
name.
name. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can register in any of the websites with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So you can catch the replay of the webinar before tomorrow's live webinar. So when you register, you will get an email that will contain two links. So one for the to register for the live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can register for either one or for both, and that's 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. And the second link is the replay link. So if you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. Now, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Um, on the webinar, so you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get to hear from the panelists who are going to be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So I'm just going to go quickly here to just to show you our host from last Thursday's past webinar was Elena. She is a job quitter, so she's no longer working. She was able to quit her job because thanks to this business, and now she's a full-time mom. So the first panelist is Remedios. She's a full-time care manager. We have Lori, digital business owner. We have Meg, a contractor. Maria, office manager, realtor. Serene, hospitality professional, and Prativa, a nurse educator. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but they all have something in common, and that is they took that leap of faith to change their life and their family's lives. So if you want to catch this replay, you can register in any of the websites that we mentioned before. And also, I just want to mention that the replay has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So now you know. So if you we want to say thank you to everyone. I know you are on a trip, so we're gonna ended very soon. So thank you everyone for another episode of the Real Talk Journeys on Resilience and Success. So stay tuned for tomorrow for another topic and another guest. So thank you
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone who are watching us and who will watch the replay. Just take the leap of faith and have a faith in yourself. Just know how to learn, value yourself. That's it.
Yes. Thank you so much. Happy
Thank
and blessed Monday to everyone. And for those who are on Tuesday, happy and blessed Tuesday. And happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. Thank you for
you.
watching. And thank you,
Bye.
Ayesha, again, for
Bye.
being here.